Last year, we managed to work with a client who was so cooked that his account was shadow banned, which means there is no engagement on posts, no engagement on reels, there is no viral content, literally nothing. In that case, he would have shut his coaching business because it literally does not make sense. But we still managed to generate over $21,800 for him in cash collected, by the way, around a month. Okay,
A big shout out to Krish. Him and his team have helped me generate 21K in our first month of working together. As most of you know, my name is Amar El Sharifi. I'm an e-commerce mentor. I mentor hundreds of students over the world.
and I will also tell you how to use these stories. Okay, so by using this, you can turn your cold viewers into conversations and those conversations into actual buyers. So that's why this is super important, and that's why I highly suggest you to stick around till the end. Okay,
So, why Instagram stories? Instagram stories because right now everyone looks literally the same on Instagram. Everybody shows their cool lifestyle, everybody talks about their wins, and everybody shows how everything is just so good. Okay, but nobody talks about the real struggles of their business, the real back end of their business, how relatable they are with their audience. Nobody gives out value in their stories. And this authenticity is what will make you separate from everybody around you. Okay, so this is a one major thing that you should focus on while you're putting out stories. Okay, and one more quick hack: whenever you hop off the sales call or your closer hops off the sales call, just make sure to note down every single objection that you face during the sales call. And what you can do in your stories is you can literally break those objections. So this will help a lot, and this will also give you like more and more of content to post. Okay, so let me just start straight up with the types of stories, and trust me, this is going to be super valuable. The first two ones, you might have seen them somewhere, you might have seen these types, but the last three ones, they're super cool, so stick around. Number one is going to be personality stories. Now this is literally showing your daily habits and just showing what you do on a regular basis. It can be anything: you going to the gym, you reading, you showing your diet, doing your coaching calls, trading, working. It can be literally anything. You just have to take a picture and post it. Nothing very complicated. This is the easiest type of story. I think you should just post it. You should not think about it. Okay, and if you're smart and if you know your ICP really well, you can also focus on the activities that your ICP does, replicate those activities, and take a picture and post a story. And you can also show that you're good at those activities. Again, will help you build a deeper connection with your audience. And the more relatable you look, the more your audience is also going to relate with you. So be smart about it. If you like talking to your parents, I've seen a few creators do that really well. They love their parents. They know their ICP is also pretty emotional with their family. They want to make their parents proud. He just posts a screenshot of like him talking to his family on FaceTime, and he talks a bit more on the emotional side. And that triggers emotions, and that is going to make people love you. So be smart about it. I think you can do that really well. So yeah, and this again builds like engaged story viewers and shows that you are just like everyone. You are not someone who is God, or you're not someone who is something different. You are just like everybody who's watching you, who's consuming your content. And again, this is especially necessary for your actual CTA stories to work. No need to put any CTAs or anything. Okay, that was personality story. Next we move towards is the result or social proof story. Okay, this is again super easy. Like literally you just showcase the results, the case studies, the testimonials that you have been getting. Now there is no need for some major win that you post about. You can also post about any small wins, any day-to-day small wins that you or your clients have faced. And it can be like a voice note, it can be a video, it can be anything, it can literally be anything. The creativity is again in your hands here, and just post it. Do not think. One major thing that I see people doing wrong is they post a CTA every time they post, like what do you call it, as whenever they post like a testimonial or like a result based story. And whenever you do that, you come across as very salesy, and people would think every time you post a story you're like just trying to sell something, and then next time people will just skip it. So do not do that. Post CTA stories. I will show you how to do the CTA thing, but you have to be very smart about it. And again, here in the results, do not post a lot of CTAs. Just post the result and just show that okay, you and your students, they're just doing well. Focus on that and you're going to crush it. Okay, that was the result or the social proof story. Third, we come to is insight and documentation story. Now, this is the real authentic side of your business and showing that if you're doing well, you show that. If you're not doing well, you also show that. So people will appreciate you if you're doing well. People will appreciate you more if you show them you're also not doing well. Because again, this makes people feel like, okay, you are again just like them, as I just spoke about. So that feeling makes you connect to the audience on a deeper level. Okay. So in this case, what you can do is you can pick a micro problem that you or your students have faced. You can solve them in your stories by maybe in a text format. You just take a picture, you write a couple of texts, or maybe you show the problem, then you talk about it, or maybe you just make a talking head video explaining the problem. Again, it is in your hands. You can be very creative about it and just post. Okay. Now this helps really well if you have new followers who do not know you, have just maybe like consumed some form of content like reel or something, and they've started following you, but they do not know you really well. So this helps again to convert these new followers into like warm audiences who consume value from you and who trust. Okay. Talking head videos or screenshots with the text, anything works well here. Okay. Here also you can see a few examples that I've posted of a few creators. Just if you have time, just pause it, just read through it, you will understand what I'm talking about. So number 4 is a rant story. Now here, this is something really cool. I do not see a lot of creators do this. At this, if you master this, you're going to hold a lot of authority in your audience's mind. Okay. So this is simple. Here you shatter misconceptions, faulty beliefs of your audience, and maybe you can also throw rocks at your enemies. You can do anything that you want, but the basic idea is to make your audience or to make your ICP think in a way you want your ideal client to think like. Okay. And this is something really cool because here you have the authority to change their beliefs. So if you want your client, your potential client to think in a certain way, you can change their beliefs initially. And after you sign them as a client, it is going to be way easier to work with them and to also get better results. You will understand what I'm talking about once you actually do this. And this is like a long-term thing that you're just doing to get better results for your clients. Again, works like magic. And if you can do this successfully, people are going to love you, because if you have the authority to change somebody's belief system, you have a lot of authority, trust me. So do that. And again, this ideally, I would suggest post in a video format, like a talking head or something, because you are literally explaining and you are maybe like debriefing something. So this has to be in a video format, not a text, not like a screenshot or anything, because people, as you know, people do not have a lot of attention span. So most of people, they will just skip through it. So if you want people to listen, maybe just put a strong headline here. As you can see, we've done this for a client and we've done this a lot of times, by the way. So this has worked out really well. He's just posted like a line and then he just talks about it for like 30-40 seconds straight. So this was the rant story. Now, in the end, we come to the most favorite part of everybody, which is a CTA story. This can be direct or indirect. And trust me, I've seen everybody do this and everybody does it the wrong way. Everybody talks about the last 3 spots of their mentorship, which is just so stupid. I don't know. I just hate it because everybody knows that you're just faking it. Even if like 10 more people show up, they want to join your program, you will let all of those 10 people in. So please don't do that. Please don't fake your audience and please do not break that trust. That is not cool. Okay. So yeah, for CTA stories, what you could do is they help you start up a conversation. Now, this can be a direct conversation where you are directly selling them to your mentorship, and this can also be an indirect conversation where you're qualifying them, where you're like actually trying to understand them and selling. I prefer that more, but sometimes you can also do the direct ones. I'll tell you how you can do that. So whenever maybe you're posting some freebie, some lead magnet or any YouTube video, instead of posting a direct link or like direct access to that, you can maybe add a sticker, or maybe you can tell people to swipe up. So whenever somebody swipes up, you just send it to them in the DMs, and then it opens an opportunity for you to like have a further conversation, qualify them, and to see if they are actually a fit. If they are a fit, you get them in for a call, you get them booked in for a call, and then you end up closing there. This is the ideal framework that I suggest. Okay. And you can also do the direct ones. I'll tell you how to do that. You can also, for the indirect ones, what you can do is you can run a poll, you can run some question boxes. So here, as you can see, for one of our clients, we had a poll here. He had a question thing where he was like, I'm answering all the DMs. Whenever someone asks a question, you answer that in the DMs, and then your setter or you can start up a conversation to qualify them and to get them in booked for a call. Like literally what I said. Okay, so this is basically what I was talking about. Indirect, again, you can be creative here. You can try out different Instagram features to like get more conversations started and just do that more. Okay, so yeah, that works really well. And in the last, we have a direct CTA. We know what a direct CTA is. Like, you just talk about a story, you talk about an offer, you talk about your program, and then you are like, okay, DM me the word this, and I can let you win. Please do not use the fake hype creating thing where you talk about 3 spots, 4 spots. We've done that previously for a client, and I hate it now. So I own that. My bad. Okay, but yeah, don't do that. And one more thing, while you're doing CTAs, you can do indirect CTAs frequently, or when you're doing direct CTAs, please do not do that more than once in a month. One type is the maximum time you can do direct CTAs. Otherwise, as I said, people are just going to think of you as someone who's constantly trying to sell something whenever they post a story. We do not want to come across like that. We want to come across someone who actually posts value, someone who actually builds connection, someone who is good, someone who is a good person, not someone who is just trying to sell. Okay, so that was pretty much it about the stories. I've explained the types of stories, I've explained how you can use these stories. One simple thing that you can do is you can plan out your stories maybe a week before, so that it's easier for you. This takes like literally 1 to 2 hours and you were sorted for the whole week. 1 to 2 hours of work and you were just chilling. And this is again one of the easiest pieces of content that you can leverage, because this does not require a lot of editing. This does not require a lot of thinking. It's just so easy. Okay, so that was it about stories. And by the way, if you are a coach or a creator who is looking to start a coaching program, who is looking to start a new offer, or you already have an offer and you're planning to scale that offer, trust me, we've done that multiple times, and I'm pretty sure we can also do that for you. So if you're a coach, consultant, creator, anybody, you're thinking of doing that, you can reach out to me. You can reach out to me on Instagram, you can text me, or there is the first link in my description, which is my Calendly link. You can directly book a call with me, and trust me, it's not going to be like a sales call where I'm going to hard close you or anything like that. It's going to be a chill call. I'll get to know about your business. I'll see how we can help you. I can see if I can also help you. If not, I'm sure I'll leave you with some value. I'll leave you with some free resources and some free help. So yeah, that's it. I will talk to you soon. Bye-bye.